Welcome to the new LEGO Monorail. This is the second movie I've taken, but we're now in the home studio, which is slightly limited in size. As you can see, the train that's moving around is going slightly off screen. And this is so that we don't put any distractions in the background. Remember to keep my hands out of the way as I fix the track support. So you can see the model is built in the Classic Space theme and uses the standard power functions pieces, exactly the same as a LEGO train set, with the remote control here. The train can carry cargo modules, so we have a medical stretcher module that you can put a figure in. We have a power module which has pieces that can be removed, like so. We have a tools module which hinges open to give access to all the tools, and we have a foldable scooter where the figure can ride on, or it will fold up to become the same size as the other modules, which will then fit on the train. So you can see the train has a slot here to put the modules in. So we'll put a module in there, put the catch down, and then off we go again. The modules also fit on the rover buggy, like so, and lock into place, and then the rover buggy can be lifted by the lift on the base. Drive on, and then lift. And this means that the module can then be unloaded straight onto the platform. So the station has a communications centre with some computer terminals and also some communications equipment. So we have different kinds of aerials, and on the far side there are radar dishes projecting in different directions. Either side of the station are some portal hoops using the number 3 Technic joint with some trans yellow dots, which is the window colour of Classic Space. So you can see that the train goes around fairly quickly. It also has a flashing light, so I'll slow down the train so that can be seen a bit more easily. Okay, you see as we come through, flashing once per revolution in this case, but other configurations are possible. So I've used pulleys there, and it also goes in reverse, of course. Most important, especially compared to previous monorail trains. So yes, there are 6 positions on the pulley, so I've just used one at the moment, but it's easy enough to use more than one, and different colours as well are possible. Getting it to stop with the light lit is a challenge. Oh dear, it's not going to work, is it? There we go. Bit easy that way. So the train is using a train motor, and then we have Technic drives to these 2 wheels here, and then this wheel is unpowered and just drives the wheels for the lights. So the light brick is powered from the infrared receiver here, and the wire is directed through to the 2x2 bridge rectifier brick, and then the 2 LEDs are down here. In a larger train, we can use 1 battery, 2 motors, one either side, so we have 4 powered axles, and the light is split between, essentially it will be this one here and that one there, or that one there and this one here on the next module, so that the lights are within reach of each other. You can see how the train has the same aerial here as the base. Yeah. By driving in both directions, there are similar cabs for 2 figures to drive. This is another type of aerial as well, so there are, and sort of camera pieces. So there are plenty of different things on there that are reminiscent of the Classic Space theme. I've also recreated a crater plate in with just some ordinary bricks. There are cheese slopes and curved slopes there, but that could be rebuilt into any shape of landscape. It's perhaps more educational to build it yourself than to just use a standard mould of one. I think there are quite a few people who wish they were still made, but in modern times we have to build our own, but that's a good thing really. So you can see the set as proposed has an oval of track. It's quite possible to build points, multi-point junctions, helical tracks, hills, which I can do different heights. I've tested 5 bricks high and 10 bricks high. This compares to the previous monorail that had a 10 brick high hill. But in this system, once you've done the curve at the bottom and the top, you can keep going as long as you like, and have some very high hills, and also helical tracks can go round and round for several circles. So this can be a compact way of doing world record track lengths, as has been done with the previous monorail. This system I've tested 4 radii of curves that fit on a grid system. So this inner curve is on a 48 stud radius, which is the same as the large building plate, and the tracks are spaced 10 studs apart to the centres, so we have 58, 68 and 78 as radii. So I've done a quarter circle of that, and then an 8-point crossover junction where all the tracks move one across in one position, one across in the other direction in another position, and are all straight in the middle position. And that uses just one power function servo motor, so it's more economical with expensive motors. So this set, as I say, uses only the same power functions pieces as a train set, so there's no problem there in any additional expense. It works well with both the AAA battery box, which would be supplied as standard, and also the LiPo battery box, which is more likely to be used for exhibitions of larger layouts. The train will run at least 2 kilometres on one charge of the battery, on a larger test track that I have up in the loft. That track has 2 double track helixes of a circle and a quarter, and the 4-track junction and the quarter circle of the 4 radii. So there's opportunity to drive 2 trains all the time and have more insidings as well. I've tested a larger train, which you may see in another video of mine, that has 1 battery, 2 motor modules, and 6 trailing wagons, some of which are derived from Benny's spaceship, and others are carrying volcanic rocks, and there's even a Blacktron module as well. So I've tested prototypes in the battery and motor chassis of Futuron, Blacktron and Mtron, so it should fit those colour schemes well enough. So really all space enthusiasts from the classic space era and beyond could really get into this monorail system. The best thing about it is it'll never go obsolete because it's made of such basic pieces. So on the top we have 2x2 tiles. On the straight we're using a lot of 2x8 plates, which overlap for strength. There are 5 layers in total, with 1 of tiles, 4 of plates. The supports are currently standard bricks. I've just put a round brick on the bottom there. It sits well on a slightly uneven surface, which would be good on the living room carpet for the set. But it's possible to use any of the supports that have previously been used. I just had to make sure that all the parts in the set were currently available, because those are the rules of LEGO Ideas. So this is very much a monorail for the 21st century, and I believe it will have a long life. It's capable of adapting to any changes that there might be in power functions pieces in a train set in the future. So for instance the new connector system, so I'm sure we can get around those hurdles when they come. So yeah, enjoy and please support the project. Thank you. This is Mark Bellis for the Embellished Bricks Monks channel.